Hi guys, it's 5 o'clock. It's not Friday. I'm gonna do a little more cooking. If you turned in this morning for the chicken, you can see we've got our chicken here. It came out of the brine and it's still shedding some liquid. I think we forgot the part where we were supposed to rinse it. So to rinse and pat dry and then temper it, which is to say bring it up to room temperature, sitting at room temperature, which might give you a heart attack if you are really food safety minded, but Thomas Keller said okay, so I'm going to believe him. And I think as long as we don't let it sit out at room temperature, it's a nice fresh farmer's market chicken, I think we're going to be okay. So I'm just going to dry that off again, dry it off a little, and wash my hands and trust that that's going to be okay. So on our menu, we're going to make fried chicken. I'm going to try and fry that outside so I don't completely trash this kitchen. That's going to also be an interesting adventure. And we're going to make some potato salad, and we're going to make some slaw. So let's see what I can find that I need. Some bok choy, maybe some bell peppers. We've got this hikima, which is a fun thing to put in some slaw, I think. A little red onion for the potato salad. See how many things I can hold in one hand while I also grasp a selfie stick. Some lemons, and if I have it, yes I do, one lime. So let's go make some potato salad, shall we? Oops, there goes the onion. There goes something else. The answer to can I hold all these things in my hand at the same time is no, I cannot. All right, I'm gonna grab a bowl to make some dressing. I'll be right back. Dead air. Okay, this show is gonna last until my battery dies or till too many people in the house get bored with it. And then it will stop. That's fine. Okay, so I have these potatoes here, which I roasted with some just salt and olive oil. They're little micro potatoes in a couple different colors. See if I can get this so you can see what's going on. Maybe Emmy will come join us in a little bit. And I'm going to need one more bowl. Emmy, I have some cooking jobs for you whenever you're ready. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to cut these up, throw them in this other bowl over here. And this potato salad is going to have no mayonnaise. This slaw I'm going to make is also going to have no mayonnaise because I am not a huge fan of mayonnaise. But we'll try and get some nice creamy texture, the texture and the acid and the oil that you would get from the mayonnaise in other ways. In the potato salad, it's going to be roasted garlic, lemon juice, and olive oil. And I'm going to leave some of these plain because I happen to think this is a pretty good potato salad for people who don't like potato salad, but not maybe quite good enough for everyone in the family to like it. So everyone likes roast potatoes though, so we'll leave some potatoes alone. Alright, lots and lots of potatoes to cut, and no little children's hands to do it for me. What's going on in the world? You see these potatoes are red, white, and our favorite, purple. So make some nice color in the potato salad. Just cut up some more of these, and then I'm going to do a little bell pepper, and I'm going to do some red onion, and then I'm going to dress it. So, what else can I tell you? So the roasted garlic is going to sort of give us that creaminess that would come from mayonnaise. And the other nice thing about this potato salad is it holds up pretty well the leftovers because there's no mayonnaise to get funky. Also a good outdoor dish. This dish is named after Molly Quinn because when the first time we made it at a picnic in Queens, Molly was there, and I said, what should we name this dish? We had just made up the recipe, Jen and I, and we needed a name, and she said, you should call it Molly. And we said, Molly's Potato Salad? And Molly said, no, just Molly. So ever after, this dish in our house has been known as Molly. I think Molly is also slang for a few other things, which you can Google if you want. This is a family show, so I'm not going to talk about them. But in our house, we say we're going to have some Molly. This is what we mean. If anyone wants to drop the answer to that in the comments, you are welcome to do so. Hi, Jason. When are we going to record some more fiddle tunes? Sadly, these purple potatoes are white on the inside instead of purple. I'm a little sad about that. Sometimes the purple potatoes are really purple on the inside, which would give the salad a nice color, but that's okay. Alright, I think that's probably enough potatoes, because even though everyone loves this potato salad, usually if I make tons of it, no one wants to finish it. So I'm going to take the roasted garlic now. I just roasted these in foil for about an hour with a little olive oil and salt. I'm going to just kind of squeeze that out. I did cut off the top, which is why I can squeeze it. It's nice and mushy and creamy. I'm not going to get all of it out, but it'll be close enough. That out. The garlic will be a nice flavor, some nice sweetness, and of course also it will keep things nice and emulsified, since there'll be no egg or anything else that you would usually put in mayonnaise or aioli. Also means that it won't break, which is good. You don't have to be careful making it. Alright, so that's 3 heads of roasted garlic, more or less, which is plenty of garlic. I'm just going to wash my hands quickly. Not that my hands need to be clean, just so I can pull the lemon. Okay, then I've got 1 lemon here. Might decide I need 2, but we'll see. And I don't think I have... don't really have a good small strainer for this. I'm going to use this big one. One lemon. I think maybe a lemon and a half is going to be the right answer. 1.5 lemons. Conceivably, I should have done the slaw first, since the slaw could really sit and macerate in its dressing, but that's okay. There's that. And some olive oil. And just gonna mix that up. Get the garlic nice and mashed. And I think we'll put some mustard in here as well. You can use mustard seeds sometimes. I don't want to use a ton of mustard because my kids won't eat it, but you could use quite a lot of mustard and it would be delicious. go. And the other things we need in the potato salad, get a paper towel so I don't have to keep washing my knife. Other things we need in the potato salad, some more ingredients. I'm going to use just a little bit of red onion. Slice this in half. Another thing that actually this dish could take a fair amount of, but your mileage may vary with little kids and raw onion. If you're on a date, make sure your date also eats the raw red onion. If anybody goes on dates right now, of course, it's a little problematic. So just gonna slice this up so I can get a nice fine mince on it. One slice through the middle. I think that's plenty. It might actually be a little much. It's pretty strong flavor. There we go. You probably can't see that. So there's the red onion in there. And then I think also we'll do some bell pepper, although I also want to save bell peppers for my slaw. I don't have a ton, so we'll just do a couple of bell peppers just for some color. And then we're also going to put some fresh basil in this after we dress it. So 3 peppers, I'm just going to cut off the tips here. And then, not going to get too fussy here. Just going to cut these in strips. There went one of them. Little julienne, maybe we'll call that. Just for some color. Grab the orange and red one, give it a quick rinse. Don't ask too many questions about the flour. A little julienne. Put that in there, and grab a little fresh basil. Pretty sure we have a pack of. Do some basil. Just gonna give this basil also a quick rinse. Oh, and I should not forget that this dressing is going to need a little salt and also some mustard. And it should be pretty good. Just pick this off the stems. I don't want to get too fussy here. And we'll just do little quick lateral cut of these. We can call it a chiffonade if we like. Just get those into little strips. Not too bad, not perfectly even. That's okay. It's just potato salad. So we've got that there. Now we have our ingredients looking very nice. Let's put some salt. We don't need too much salt in our dressing because the potatoes are already salted. We don't want things to get too crazy salty. And some, let's see. little Dijon mustard. If I had some whole grain mustard, I might do that. There we go. Get that mixed up, some creamy. Give it a taste. Pretty good, mustardy, lemony. I'll dip a potato in it. See how that flavor balances. Great. Good enough. And dump that in there. Very garlicky, lemony. And I'm just going to give this a stir with my hand because I don't have the implement handy. There we have it. Basil, red onion, bell pepper, potatoes in our roasted garlic mustard vinaigrette. Not really vinaigrette. Roasted garlic mustard dressing with lemon. Delicious. So we're going to call that done. I'm just going to put that aside for later and do a quick bit of cleanup so we have some more room. A little work on the slaw. And then we'll get to frying some chicken. I'm just leaving these potatoes there for the kids to eat later. And I think I'll try to make this slaw, and then maybe we'll turn off the camera for a while and see if any children want to help me fry chicken. This seems very backwards, like maybe they should help me with the salad portion, right? It's an interesting idea. Okay, just clean this up. And I think what I'm gonna do is take one more look at our mullet here. And I'm gonna stop this and see if any children want to help us make some slaw and fried chicken. So maybe I'll see you all in a minute with some children in tow. If not, have a great weekend.